Okay, the next thing we want to talk about is this. This is called your hand wheel. If I turn it towards me and you watch the needle, it's going to move up and down. So, and you'll use that quite often. It's a very nice feature that the sewing machine has. These buttons up here in front, this one, if I push this button, you see a line come across the front of the screen. This button is going to make my sewing zigzag. So if I'm going to take my paper, and let's pretend this is fabric. I'm going to lift my presser foot, put my paper underneath the sewing machine, drop it, and then I'm going to start to sew. As you can see, the needle is going to go back and forth like that. Now, if I push this button back and then we go back down to the 0, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to go straight. Okay. Now let's raise the presser foot and I'll show you. Let's see if we can get that. If you can see that. If you can kind of see those lines on there. It's a little hard to tell. Alright, the next button we want to talk about is this one right here. Now this one's going to adjust the position of the needle. So if we look at this one, if I push the button, it's going to make the needle go back and forth. And it's just going to stay in the same spot. Okay, but we normally want it right in the middle, so we're going to put it right there in the middle, just underneath the 3. This button right here is going to change our stitch length. So if you watch this bar, it's going to go up. So our stitches are going to be further apart up at the 5 and closer together as we get down to the 2 and the 1 and the 0. Okay, so let's go ahead and start it at 5 and see what this does. So I put my paper underneath, drop the presser foot, and I start to sew. My stitches are going to be further apart as I come back down. Okay, when you start the machine, it will, I didn't mean to do that, start at a 2.5, and that's where you want to sew. Make it a little closer together, come down,